what I really remember from it is how much joy that this brings him, that his work, that his passion brings him. Like you can see it just like light up on his face. He's so incredibly passionate. And I love people who find their passions and just like go for it. And he's created this whole business with you know a team around him, and he's like doing what he loves, and other people are benefiting from his passions as well. And this was just like a really cool glimpse into somebody's like life and brain and heart. And yeah, I thought that there were some like really beautiful shots of the different pieces of tech and gear and cables and all of that, just to like give you an idea of like what his world looks like. And even though we have no idea what to do with any of those things, I have no idea what any of those things do. Yeah, it's a really like beautiful like fly on the wall glimpse into his world.
I mean, the passion within this duo is just so prevalent in this. You can see how they relied on one another to bring this company to life. I think at one point she mentions that working together is as effortless as breathing. And you know that the success has come from the ease of this partnership. And it's always interesting to see how an idea becomes a reality, because that's how every business starts, as an idea and as a group of people who decide we're going to work together on this. And it was just a nice look at an idea and a passion becoming a profitable business.
People tend to have an intimate emotional relationship with music, and even more so with their instruments. And through the short, we witness the perspective of a man who fixes these objects, which honestly is nice to see that these musicians are kind of going out of their way to fix their instruments in a world that's infamously known for throwing it away and buying something new. This gearhead, so to speak, shows us how personal experience that music is to someone, how they imagine their instruments to sound a particular way after they receive them from being fixed, to even giving back to their community, showing the impact on how music can implement a change in a person's life.
How these guys built a whole community around sound technology, which is really cool. In the way that they're able to develop a business or just from repairing equipment. It's called inspirational in and of itself, but like the way that they use that to support like non-profit activities, or like, the whole thing about like making hot dogs for bands who aren't being paid, like that stuff's amazing. Um, like what you kind of have here is not just a love of music and a love of the technology, but ultimately a love of people.
I really like that the filmmakers included the definition of what gearheads is, which is a person who pursues mechanical or technological interests. And I really don't hear much about the love for this sort of business. And it was really great pace and great music, and it kept me really into it. I liked the length of this film. I thought there was a lot of good coverage and interviews. The corporate culture is toxic and not a healthy place. I took that quote from this because I think that's very true. And I like that this business supports nonprofit people and really working with the community. I feel like I just watched something also that talked about how the internet has really, taken away from people working with the community and even our own neighbors, and relying on each other for answers to things instead of the internet.
He talks about a business, that puts everything, puts the perfection behind, in front of everything. They want to make and sell the best product. When making music is difficult, sometimes in mixers, like in this case, but also in all the instruments. Sometimes it's difficult to find the right instrument, the right tool, the right gear. In music, like in filmmaking, that can give you the best experience and the best results. And these guys, these people behind these documentaries, that's what they want to do. That's that they want to create something that's unique and something that really helps young artists out there. And they put all their passion, all their efforts in that. And I think this is the power behind. This is the real power behind the concept of the film, showcasing that if you really believe in something, if you really believe that you can actually create something unique for other people to use, you can do it. You just have to believe it and use all your passion behind it. I really felt this sense of power. Yes, yes, we will make it behind the whole thing.
I liked how it was like a succinct um breakdown of who these people are and like what their mission is, and made me want to donate, made me want to get involved some type of way, and got me on board. So I think it was very effective in that regard. I like the sound design and the music. It was told like a compelling story with a compelling character in this guy and his wife and like their whole thing.
I like that it's clear and very passionate about mechanics and their equipment. From the director, I think it's great casting because the subjects make something seemingly boring be interesting because of how personable and passionate they are about what they love to do, and I think the director displays that beautifully.